not my responsibility. I normalize saying no when others want too much from me. I remove any soul ties of attachment that has held me hostage to lower paradigms of thought, feeling, expressing, and wanting. Take a space, sis. Nothing wrong with this. I wanted to let it keep going, but I don't know what her licensing stuff is, and I don't want to find out. I hope everyone is doing good. Hi, I am Soleil. I am your reader for the week. I am here to deliver the weekly forecast. It's been a forecast. It's been an energy reading. I'm good. I'm toying around with the name Weekly Wisdom, so we'll see how I feel about that moving forward. But this is just a reading that I do every week for the collective. It's an offering I give to give people insight into what they need to be thinking about as they go into the week ahead of them. So I hope that everybody who watches this benefits from it. If this is your first time tuning in, hello, I am Soleil. I am Coven Mother of Vision Adontor. I am the founder and facilitator of the Charm School Mentorship. I am a life coach, dope bitch straight up out of Oakland. And I'm here to do your reading this week. As you trickle in, just say hi, leave the scale emojis. If you've been here for a while, you know what the scales mean to me. If it's your first time joining, I'll explain a little bit later. Share this link with people that you know. The more people in the room, the merrier. Some of you guys may be here because you saw me post in another group that I will be taking questions from the audience, and I definitely will. But that's after I've done the general forecast. Okay, so we're typically here together every Sunday or Monday sometimes for about an hour to an hour and a half. If you don't have the patience to wait 30 to 40 minutes for me to get through the general reading, then I don't know what the fuck you want me to tell you, ungrateful ass. Like, I don't know. You can always book a paid reading with me at my website, soleilconjureshop.com. You probably are turned off by the fact that I called you a greedy ass and then told you to book a reading with me. That's just my sense of humor. Get used to it or don't. But I'm glad that you guys are here with me this Sunday. Let's just go ahead and get straight into it. I know I'm being jokey and I'm in a good mood, but my energy is low. If any of you were taxed and worn thin by the eclipse and the blood moon, I see you. I feel you. I understand you. And I hope that you're doing the things you need to do to take care of your body and get rest. We have these big astrological shifts, and then people act like something's wrong with you if you're impacted by it. But low key, I don't trust you if you're not impacted by these things. Because seriously, the planets are acting up around you, and you're so numb that you don't feel nothing. Like, you don't feel anything. It doesn't have to be a negative feeling, but you don't feel nothing. You know, and it's not a judgment. I was there before I began my spiritual journey. I was one of those people. I didn't even understand how spiritually numb I was. That's why it took me so long to know what my clairs were and to know what my gifts were and to even understand when spirit was showing up for me. So please know that when I say these things and I say that it's about us, I'm including myself in that, right? And if any of you guys have taken my classes or if you've been here for a while, you know that, because I share that quite a lot with all of you. Hi, Sinidra. Hi, Shwazy. Hi, Mazone. Hi, Dulcinea. It's good to see you all. I know some other people in the room whose name I didn't see. I'll say my hellos to y'all. Hey, Tiffany. I'll say my hellos to y'all in a minute. But let's just jump right on into it and see what general message Spirit has for us right now. Ancestors, angels, ascended masters, spirits of walk with me. My elevated ancestors, my ancient ancestors. What wisdom does the collective need about the week ahead of us? What wisdom will help us navigate the energies of March 17th through the 23rd. What insight can you give us into the nature of the lessons, blessings, breakthroughs, challenges we will encounter within the next week? Who do we need to be and what do we need to see about ourselves, our environments, our habits, our choices as we navigate this energy? Any wisdom shared is deeply appreciated. Three cards fell out while I was shuffling. I'm going to read them in the order that they fell out. 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. As we are thinking about our future, the kind of wealth we want to have, the seeds we need to plant, the ideas we need to nurture so that we can have financial independence, joy, pleasure, luxury in the future, make sure that you are thinking about who you want to be there. And let me clarify. In thinking about who you want to be there, don't think of specific people. I know that's hard, but it's really important that instead of thinking about, oh, I want Pookie there, or, I want Peaches there. I'm just making up names, right? Think about the roles and the people or the positions you have in your life and how those people make you feel, right? Think about, yes, I have this house by the lake. Yes, I have a passport that is booked to exhaustion, right? You may be one of those people that travel so much that you have to have 2 passports, right? The old one that's already stamped up and a new one that they're starting to stamp again before you can get a renewal, right? The goals. And those things are all really, really great. But it means nothing if you can't trust the people that are surrounding you. It means nothing if you are in rooms of crowded people and you feel deeply, deeply alone and unseen. It means nothing if someone in the room doesn't know you well enough to know that when you are hitting your limit or when you're not feeling good or when you're tired, they can't look and see it on your face and already know how to help and support you. Those things matter. The resources, the material shit, all of it is cute. You will never hear me as a Taurus say that you don't deserve your things, because nobody gets to tell me I don't deserve my things, right? But things without people to experience those things with and to create memories with means nothing, okay? So, yes, it's important to think about the future and how you invest in the life you want in the future. You should be thinking that way so that your actions can set up a situation where you have that, right? It's through that planning and that visioning that we get to the point where we vibrate in a way where we attract abundance, where we attract independent living, where we have good health, we have joy, we have the stability that we crave for self, right? But even with those things, you don't want to be isolated. Nobody really wants that. So it's really important that you make sure that you are putting in effort to create the collective, the fictive rather, kin and the community that you want. When you think about your family, when you think, for those of you who are parents, when you think about the people in your life that you will allow and you want your children to call auntie and uncle, right? Think about their character. Think about the type of people that they are. Because manifesting that while you plant the seeds for this, just as important. Because if you wake up with the inverse of this, right? And you look up one day and you realize you don't trust any of these people. You would rather walk through hell in gasoline draws than your children grow up to be like these people, right? That if something happens to you, you wouldn't even want these people to know you were in the hospital. If you wake up and realize that you have a bunch of money in the bank, but you are deeply not only distrustful, but somewhat disappointed with the people you've allowed yourself to call community. What is it for? What does it mean? What does it matter? So these three cards are coming up because absolutely do the things you need to do to get your money. Faith without works is dead. And a person, an adult that don't work, don't eat. So please work, strive, think about your plan, think about your future. But here's the thing, a career is not the same thing as purpose. Financial success is not the same thing as purpose. Money is only one aspect of your life. So much of our life is made up by the people that we share space with, that we share secrets with, that we allow to bear witness to our successes and our pains. I don't know why I'm stuttering so much today. Somebody help me, Father. Somebody don't want this message to come through. Those things matter just as much as the people around you, okay? So even in your prosperity work, even in your manifestations, think about who gets to have the privilege to witness you and the privilege to support you. Because here's the thing, people will befriend you to mock you. People will get close to you to throw your past in your face. These are not those people. They should never be those people, right? I ain't even gotten to the spread yet. A lot of you are on the part of your journey that includes or is dependent on observation, right? Observation, not to surveil and judge people, because it's not about people as much as it is the environment. And yes, people make up the environment, right? But it's observation that allows you to understand what you even need to protect yourself from, what you even want in terms of safety and comfort. Some of you guys, so this is it. Okay, this is what's happening. All right. That's why those three cards fell out. Because some of you guys are more comfortable with talking about money and material than you are talking about your heart and being vulnerable. You are more comfortable with flexing through the material than you are with talking about and expressing your creativity, talking about your dreams, right? And here's the thing. Yes, we shouldn't be telling everybody our business, but that doesn't mean that we silence ourselves, okay? So, Six of Swords, sorry. Six of Swords, there's a journey that you need to be taking that's gonna be filled with, yes, bumps in the road, but it's gonna give you deeper understanding of yourself. It's a journey that is about you, but you end up seeing yourself reflected in other people along the way, right? It is very important that not only you trust that you are strong enough to get through this journey, but that you trust the lessons you get along this journey. And for a lot of you in particular, this is to open up your heart's desires. It's to give you understanding of what your heart wants, what will make you stronger through vulnerability, love, and the expression of creativity, right? And you can't do that when you don't trust. Trust issues create blockages within the heart chakra, okay? So understand that if you're having a hard time trusting, it's because there's something going on with your vulnerability. You need to check in and speak to your heart. But a lot of you guys, there's a creative endeavor that's lying in your heart and it's lying dormant. And this fear of having people witness your journey and your process of creation is holding you back from even letting that out in the world, right? So observation is necessary, right? The Knight of Pentacles is the hunter. They're the sniper. You got to watch and observe before you shoot. What does that mean in this context? Well, the answer is not to block your heart off and not to figure out a way to birth this creative desire into reality. That's not the answer. The answer is to stop. Recognize that you don't feel safe to do so. Observe yourself in your environment to figure out why you don't feel safe and eliminate that safety, right? Knight of Pentacles, quiet, still, observant. I'm not going to go there because I'm going to save that for the Patreon lecture. Y'all may have, if you are a quiet person, you experience this, right? You chilling, you not, you observing, you doing your thing. And then it's always that insecure narc ass bitch in the room that points out the fact that you're being quiet, right? They know what you're doing. They know that you are observing. They know that you're going to see something in them that alerts other people to their danger. So they would rather shout that you're doing it than shut the fuck up. There's power in being quiet. There's power in being still. And in a world of busyness, where people think that busy and being loud is a flex, they don't understand the strength that comes from shutting the fuck up and watching and observing. This is a week where when it comes to your life and your future, you got to be on your sniper shit. I think a lot of the people in some of you's lives have kept you busy through gossip, through their victimhood, right? If you're busy always saving them, you can't not only save yourself, but you can't observe how they are always putting themselves in danger, right? Because you're busy pulling them out of the water, right? You're busy trying to fight off the tides. But this is a week where you got to slow down and watch. While being in movement, while being on your journey. Again, faith without works is dead, right? But be in observation while you're moving so that you can even understand, okay, when these things happen, I don't like this on my spirit. I don't like the way this feels. I can't be my best. I can't think wise about my money. I'm wasting all this money trying to self-soothe and recover from the ways in which these distractions have poured into my life. So what do I need to do to eliminate them instead? Right? That's how you protect yourself. And then from there, you can execute. From there, you can execute. Right? This is a powerful combination together because they strengthen one another's weaknesses. This is an energy of learning when to act. This is an energy of needing to know when to slow down. So if you can do these together, right? If you can be observant, take in wisdom about what's going on around you, and use that to prepare yourself to execute and run into battle, unstoppable energy that propels you forward, that helps you create the kind of environment and a life that you want for yourself. This is what helps you to create emotional safety for yourself so that you can thrive, so that you can plan, so that you can move forward, so that you can chart and narrate your history, narrate your life in a way that you want it, and will protect you from becoming embittered by your circumstances, right? Some of you guys are becoming resentful because you're frustrated and you feel like you can't move forward in your life in the ways that you want to. It's because there are behaviors as well as situations and people around you that are draining you. Not because it's not on some nefarious, like, we want to take from you, we're energy vampire shit, but it's just outdated. It's reached its expiration date. This is not going to help you survive or bring you closer to where you need to be. It may have done that at one point in the past, but it can't take you any further on this journey, right? There are some painful chapters that need to come to a close. There are some painful habits that need to die. There are some things that are not serving you that may feel good in terms of their self-soothing in the moment, but all they are do is holding you captive in stagnation. You are going to continue to be under that cloud if you cannot sit still, shut the fuck up, observe, and take the wisdom from what you've observed and use it to move forward in a way that is different. Okay? So I'm going to go back to the 3 cards that fell out while I was shuffling. Plant the seeds. Get clear, absolutely. Make the investments. Think about the future, right? Reflect, and revise your plan accordingly financially. Absolutely do those things, because you cannot move forward and create the bounty and the stability, the security, the success you want for yourself without doing those things. But as you do those things, you have to also be honest with yourself about the memories you want to have, the ways you want to experience people, the joy that you want to feel. Because realistically, not being honest about yourself and being on emotional autopilot is part of the reason why some of us have not gotten there yet. Some of us are so used to the comfort of chaos, right? Devil we know is better than the devil that we don't know. That we've been refusing to let go of people and things and situations and conversations and habits and shit that don't serve us. And we can't continue to do that, because what will happen is a lot of us will be blessed to still get that financial abundance. And then we'll look up and we'll still be unhappy, disconnected, and embittered because we are surrounded by people who can't support us in our elevation. We've created an environment that does not welcome our elevation. And that can feel just as lonely as being isolated with no one. Being surrounded by people who don't get it, being in an environment that does not welcome you in your elevation can feel just as lonely, if not sometimes more lonely, than being around no one. Okay? That is your general, that's an eclipse ass message, actually. That is that makes sense given the energies that are around us coming from the last couple of days. I want to get into money next. Let's do money next, since it came up so strongly in this reading anyway. Sisters, angels, ascended masters, spirits who walk with me, my elevated ancestors. What wisdom does the collective of those watching, either currently in the live stream or in the replay, what wisdom do those who cross this message need to hear about their relationship with money, their prosperity and abundance, as we go into the week of March 17th through the 23rd? What will allow them to make wise decisions with their finances? What will allow them to welcome a flow of money and increase in their life? What will allow them to handle the relationship with money with respect? One that cultivates increase instead of deficit. Any wisdom shared is deeply appreciated. Hello, Pure Heart. Are you new here? I feel like I've never seen your name before. If you're new here, welcome. Hey, Corinne. Hey, La Balin. Good to see you both. Hey, Bertal. Again, if you are enjoying this reading, if this message is resonating with you, then I'm pretty certain it resonates with somebody in your life. Don't hesitate to share this link. Invite the people that you love into the room so that they also can benefit from this blessing, from this wisdom that we are sharing with one another today. There's some spillover, slight spillover from the last reading, but it's a little different. It's vision. It's vision. There are way too many of us who know that we want different, but we don't know what we want, right? And here's the thing. You can't get closer to what you can't see. So this is a perfect week for us to do more journaling around the life and the financial freedom we want. Be really honest with us about releasing what we don't want. Really planning and plotting out our future through visualization, through creating of a vision board, really putting pen to paper, and allowing our desires to be expressed, right? Through journaling, through vision boarding. Because the more that you can see it, the more that it becomes something that's in your mind's eye, the easier it is for you to get to it, right? And because you guys don't see clearly what you want for your finances, it's like you're waiting for someone to save you, right? My spirits are my spirits are why did Captain play save a whole play in my head? That's not. But it's like, yeah, some of you guys have these fantasies of winning the lottery. Some of you guys have these fantasies of having a sugar daddy or a sugar mama, with rich husband or wife. Some of you have these fantasies of, getting a job in your field where you make $750,000 a year, where you know good and damn well that your field caps at 125, right? Like, it's just these outlandish desires of being saved by someone outside of you. And here's the thing, even if you are blessed to get charity, the charity is not meant to save you. The charity is meant to give you a hand up and to give you a little bit of support around figuring out how to move forward, right? So even those of us who are, because some of us are, right? That's Six of Pentacles energy. It's money that comes from institutions. So some of us are going to be blessed with opportunity or money that comes from an institution this week. But here's the thing, that is not meant to replace your vision, your purpose, and your drive. Okay? It's not. It's meant to be a launching pad. It's meant to support as a stepping stone, but it's not meant to replace. Okay? So we have to move as a Queen of Pentacles with any opportunities we get this week, right? What do I always say about her? Yes, she's the Queen of Money, but she's also the Queen of Favor, right? She moves with integrity in terms of what she does and how she treats her resources. Long and the short of it, the bitch is good with money, right? So people loan her money because they know that she, with that green thumb, is going to take that money and make it grow. The promises she makes of what she's going to do with the opportunities given to her, she follows through with them. And because of that, she has favor. She has good reputation, right? That has to be put into how you envision your fortune and how you make it and how you bring it in. But you also have to embody her energy, right? Are you treating yourself well? Are you dressing well? Are you taking good care of your body? So that when you get these opportunities, you even have the vitality and the focus to take advantage of them. If not, get a handle on that this week, because that is just as important as the vision, okay? Don't talk about your plans with people who can't see shit. Don't talk about your plans with people who have no vision. Do not talk about your plans with people who don't have vision. People get the Three of Pentacles energy fucked up, right? Three of Pentacles is getting money with friends. It is building with people who are like-minded. But it's not about being friends with everybody, right? It's the Three of Pentacles, not the 30 of Pentacles, right? You don't have to share your dreams and visions with everybody, especially if you know that they don't get it. So don't talk about money this week with people who don't have what you want. It's that simple. That doesn't make you stuck up. That doesn't make you an asshole. It makes you smart. Because people who don't get it or who don't have it are only going to tell you that you're not worthy. They're going to feed distraction into your life. They're going to talk you out of doing the thing that's to propel you forward. Okay? So, small circle. Everybody doesn't need to know what you're working on. Only share your moves with the people that matter. And only share them with the people who want to see you execute. Okay? It's really important. Talking too much is only going to bring you heartbreak. All right? And will there be some wisdom in that heartbreak? Absolutely. There will be some wisdom in it. You'll learn something about how to be better and how to maneuver and how to spot haters and the price of cost of greed and all that shit. But if you can just protect yourself from it in the first place, shut the fuck up. It's heartbreak meant for maturation, right? And some of you guys don't need to learn this lesson the second, third, fourth time. Stop talking about your money and do what you need to do to call it in. Do what you need to do to protect it. Because here's the thing, talking about it with everybody is part of the reason why you can't keep it. Everybody don't want to see you win. You don't went out and brag to somebody that you didn't even know has a jealousy or a frustration that's making them project onto you, and then suddenly your finances are going to start drying up. That person's evil eye is drying your river. Stop talking. Shut the fuck up. Stop talking. Don't say nothing until it's time to celebrate. Don't say anything until it's time to celebrate. You know those women who go about their business and you don't even know that they're pregnant or whatever, and it's not until they pop up and the baby is born, right? What unfortunately Halle Bailey tried to do, but because her fucking own baby's daddy was a secret hater, wouldn't allow her to do. If you're picking up what the fuck I'm putting down, right? It's okay to be that. Everybody don't have to see every moment of what you're working towards. Only invite them to the party to celebrate. Okay? Everybody don't need to be there the moment that you come up with the idea. Us plucking that flower, right? When it first sprouts, that first idea blooms, us plucking it and running around to show it to everybody, that's the reason why we can't grow our garden. That's the reason why we can't move forward. Because the second we get an idea, we want to run and cast our pearls among swine. What do you think the swine is going to do? They're going to crush it. They're going to try to eat it. They're going to try to fuck it up. Don't say shit until it's time to celebrate. You want to launch that business? Don't say shit until the website is up and you're taking orders. You want to go to law school? Don't say shit until your applications are in and you start getting your acceptance letters, right? You want to apply for that writing grant? Don't say shit until your application is in and they're starting to send out the acceptances. Protect yourself by understanding that the people that you plan with are not the same as the people that you celebrate with. Because here's the thing, some of the people that are at the celebration, if you tell them what you're working on too soon, they're going to go and gossip about you and talk shit about you and put a lot of salt on your plan. Okay? So the long and short of it, where it comes to our finances, this is a week where we need to be wrapped up in the planning of our future. No one is going to save us. Okay? There may be times where people give us a one-up, where they invest into our business, where they tell us about new avenues, new opportunities, resources, But that is not the same as them saving us, okay? There's still work we gotta put into it. There's still self-belief. There's still integrity of our word that we need to have. Keep your circle small when it comes to the people that you share your plans with. Because talking too much will only pull distraction into your life, and it'll cause you heartbreak. I have had people tell me that the ideas and the things that I was working on were complete bullshit and I needed to leave it alone, only for them to turn around and do the thing that I was told not to do. Yeah, it hurt. But I should have shut the fuck up, because why did they need to know what I was working on, right? Be careful. Don't say shit until it's time to celebrate, And because you're benevolent, the haters can come to the party. They can't come to the VIP part of the party, but they can come to the party, right? They can come to the party. They can't come to the planning. Because people will fuck up your plans on purpose, just to be able to mock you, just to be able to say that you're not as wise or strong or whatever popping, whatever the fuck it is they're jealous about, just to be able to say that. And some people will go as far as to tell you to not do something because they want to take your goals. They want to take your your dreams, right? So just don't let them in. This is a week of planning, being stealthy, seeing your celebrations, because you need to see the hard work just as clearly as you see the moments of celebration. But understanding that nobody is coming to save you. You got to work hard and you got to work quietly. That's how you get to the financial future that you want, right? I see this all the time where people are so busy trying to, I went through this with an ex-friend, so busy trying to portray themselves online as having a business that is thriving, that when it comes to the conversations about what needs to happen to make the business thrive, they're hostile, they're resentful, they don't want to do it. And that's why they're sitting there 7 years later with Instagram pages about their business and they don't even have 200 followers. Think about that. In 7 years, they've not had 200 customers. You can't be so wrapped up in the bragging about the thing that you don't do the work for the thing, that you don't put the planning into the thing, that you don't do the revising of the thing. And that's where our money shit is this week. How are you visioning your future? Why are you talking so much? Do you want attention or do you want the goal? Those are the things we need to be thinking about. Let's do health. Only planners come to the party. I feel you. I feel you. If you only want the planners there, that's fine. But here's the thing. Everybody can't be the planners. Sometimes even the people that you love can't help you plan because of what they got going on, right? So it's okay to be honest with yourself about the people that you love and realize their limitations so that their limitations don't become hurdles for you. Ancestors, angels, ascended masters, spirits walk with me, elevated ancestors, what wisdom does the collective need about health and wellness this week of March 17th through the 23rd? What are the habits, patterns, ways of being that we need to release, maintain, or increase in order to be in alignment with our holistic health and wellness? Please share any wisdom that you have that will make us strong in mind, body, and soul over these next 7 days. And be prepared for that initial small circle to become obsolete in the end. Sometimes the circle does become obsolete. But here's the thing. So even though I'm a Luddite, I like gadgets. I know that sounds contradictory, but I like convenience, right? So when the new iPads come out, I want to know about them, right? When the best headphones are coming out, I want to know about them. Something becoming obsolete just makes space for you to have newer and better, right? So yeah, it sucks that those people become obsolete, but they become obsolete because you're elevating beyond a new level, right? Sometimes you got to let go of your old teachers because they haven't learned enough. They haven't innovated, right? And it's not necessarily shade towards them, but you got to release them and let them go, because if you've already learned beyond their knowledge set, you have to get somebody that's sharper, right? So even if that's the thing, and here's the thing, I'm saying this as a Taurus. We don't like change. We're stubborn as fuck. We don't let shit go, okay? If I, as a Taurus, am trying to get you to understand that things becoming obsolete works in your favor because it creates space for the new, try to trust it, because that's real. That's just how it works. Okay, yeah, it sucks. It became obsolete. Let it go so that there's new, so that space is there to welcome in something new. Some of you guys are not being honest with yourself about how the negative competition in your life or the gossip and the pettiness in your life is fucking with your health. It is draining the shit out of your fucking health. And not only is it draining your health, it's fucking with your finances. Very first card, frenemies. Five of Wands, the card of the bully, right? Right next to the Five of Wands, we have the King of Wands. Some of you guys are so invested in seeming so swaggy and so unbothered. I said swaggy in 2025. Yes, I'm old. Some of you guys are so invested in seeming like you are so strong and so confident that nothing bothers you, that you are in denial about the drain that the abuse and the negativity in your environment is having on you. That's fucking stupid. I know I'm supposed to be Mambo and I'm supposed to say things in a delicate, graceful way. No, fuck that. That's stupid. That is stupid. You are letting your ego make you sick by hanging out in toxic environments just because you don't want to seem weak. And that's actually the weakest shit on the planet. It is weak to force yourself to be in environments that make you spiritually and socially sick just because you want to look strong or like you have it together to other people. Stop that, okay? You have to think about your generational health, okay? The goofy shit you are doing now in the moment is only going to cut your years shorter or have impact in your overall health. Ten of Pentacles in a health reading comes up when we need to think about, okay, what is the legacy I want with my health? What do I need to give myself so that I can be here long enough to see my grandchildren, to experience changes in the world, right? To see the benefit and the impact over my legacy, over my community, okay? And some of y'all aren't going to be able to do that because you're too stupid to get away from your bullies. You're too stupid to take yourself out of environments where people are verbally abusing you or mocking you or playing mind games to hurt you and bully you to take the attention off of themselves. Stop doing that shit. Staying around and dealing with toxicity does not make you stronger. It really doesn't. It just drains you energetically. So this myth, this performance of a King of Wands, yeah, I'm so strong, it's just that it's a performance. Stop that shit and ask yourself why you feel like you need to do that. What is the shadow issue that makes you think that taking pain is cute? Being wrapped up in drama is cute. Having to constantly recover from some sort of battle or drama or fight or open disruption, why do you think that that's cute? Why do you think surviving that is a test of strength? And why are you not aware of what it's costing you in the long run? Okay? Stop it. Because here's the thing. A King of Pentacles, somebody who actually builds a legacy, they don't have time for that bullshit. Do you know why they don't have time for that bullshit? They're busy counting their money. They're busy making plans and executing them. They're busy spoiling their lover. They're busy looking fucking fly to be distracted by petty social bullshit. So rather than getting wrapped up in the tit for tat of these weak ass bitches, get away from them. There's a lot coming up about y'all, about us. I said I was going to get better about saying us. There's a lot coming up about us needing to be better and being comfortable with the fact that everybody's not allowed to have access to us. And when people be on their childish shit, that's more than enough of a reason to stop letting people have access to us. Don't nobody give a fuck if somebody else is going to say it looks weak. They don't know you. A real King of Wands, as charismatic as they are, as magnetic as they are, as attractive as they are, a real King of Wands don't care about what other people have to say. Yes, they benefit from public favor, but they're so rooted in their authenticity that they don't do it for public favor. It's just a gift that they receive, right? So again, in order to be authentically in your King of Wands, you got to be on your King of Pentacles shit. You have to be so much more dedicated to your success, your money, your vision, that you don't get wrapped up in the petty arguments, and you damn sure don't let them distract you, okay? Knight of Wands. Leave that shit alone. Get away from it, right? That's one thing about the Sagittarius, Aries influence of that Knight of Wands. They deeply understand how much of the world belongs to them. So instead of going back and forth with the petty shit, they're like, nah, I'm about to get up and I'm about to jet. Because there's something better for me outside of this. Okay? This is a health message, because there are too many of you guys who don't understand the connection between your physical health and your mental health. And you are wrecking your mental health in order to appear strong, and you're actually making yourself physically and spiritually weaker. Okay? So stop it. I'm going to go ahead and do the love reading, even though I don't really want to. I'm starting to get really tired, so we'll make it brief. And then I'll just take maybe 3 or 4 questions from the audience, and then we'll tap out tonight, okay? Ancestors, angels, ascended masters, spirits, walk with me. My elevated ancestors, what wisdom does the collective need about love, romance, and matters of the heart as we go into the week of March 17th through the 23rd? Any wisdom shared is deeply appreciated. I appreciate you, La Balin. I really do. It makes me happy that you continue to come and support every week. Like, even sometimes when you miss it, you just come through at the end just to show your love. And here's the thing. I'll be wanting to do this every week. Like, depending on how busy my week is, depending on how many people I've had to help that week, just depending on what's going on with me in life, I don't always necessarily want to do this. But I know that when I do this, my weeks are better. And I know that when I do this, people benefit from the message. And again, being a good priestess is about consistency. It's not about hopping out and doing something flashy for one moment. It's not about, I'm not going to get on that high horse. But the consistency is what makes a strong priestess. And so who would I be if I said that I did weekly forecasts and I only did them once every 3 months? You know what I mean? And then every time I do this, I feel good after, even though it'd be hard to get on here sometimes. But I say all that to say that seeing your name and seeing the names of people who come in every week, it really motivates me to come back. So I want to say thank you. Oh, my dad, I'm going to put that up. Yeah, I ain't shit. I'm going to put it up. I needed to see. I needed to see. Y'all ain't going to make me cry. I'm not. It's been a long time since I've cried on this camera, and I'm not going to do it tonight. I needed to hear that. And so thank you. Thank you. I needed to hear that. When it comes to love, a lot of you guys need to stop hiding. And this has been the message for a couple of weeks now. Stop hiding. And here's the thing. When I say stop hiding, I don't even just mean romantically. It's a lot of y'all who just don't go out. You don't hang out with your friends. And there's multiple reasons why you don't do it. Some of it is that money is not great. Thank you, JL. I'm going to share yours too. Some of it is that money is not great and you want it to be better. But sitting on your money doesn't make it better, right? The other reason why some of you guys don't go out as much as you would like to is honestly, and this ain't no shade to nobody because I ain't got no room to speak. Some of us have gained some winter weight, right? And there's a need to release your winter weight. But that doesn't mean that you don't go out, right? Just because you don't, a couple pounds don't mean that you need to lock yourself in the house. Couple pounds ain't never stopped nobody from tapping that ass. I don't mean to be vulgar. All right? Like, whatever it is that's going on, that should not be reason for you to punish yourself and to restrict yourself and to hide from the world, okay? Be careful, because if you're doing all this hard work through your career and through other aspects of your life, and you don't allow yourself to experience joy, to use your money to make your life better, to, create the kind of pleasure you want, what's the point, right? And that's the nature of Four of Pentacles. It's like you're doing all this hard work, but then you're just sitting at home counting your pennies, afraid to take risks. That's not a helpful energy, right? So this is a week, I'm loving this card for us. Observe the areas of your life where you are fearful, right? Observe the areas of your life where you are restrictive, and develop and devise a plan to move differently and to do something differently with it. You will be grateful that you did, right? Gratitude and wish fulfillment. Understanding what you want allows you to create the space for the cups to get filled, right? But also go out with your fucking friends. Go out to a movie with your friends. Go get coffee with your friends. Here's the thing. Here's the reason why this language around friends is coming up. You guys have heard me say before that you can't expect something from love that you don't give to yourself, right? Your friends are also a training ground for what you experience with your lovers. You want to go to plays with your romantic partners? Go to plays with your friends until you get a romantic partner. You want to have good communication and trust with your romantic partner? Do you have that with your friends? If not, cultivate those things so that way when your lover comes along, you already have the practice on how to do it, right? And then also your friends can give you wisdom and game on how to get closer to what you want. But you're never gonna come out of, and I'm gonna put you up, Conan, because it's tied to the Two of Pentacles. You're never gonna get the romance you want if you don't create work-life balance. Work-life balance is not only good for our romantic lives, it's good for our professional lives. Have y'all ever noticed that the people at your job who don't have no life be the worst fucking employees? They're the people that suck the most to talk to. They're the people that have the most narrow vision. They're the people you leave work and fantasize about punching in the fucking mouth. So why would you choose to be that person? They also rarely excel at the job. Because here's the thing, when you have no life experience, when you have no joy outside of the thing, you don't have fresh vision to bring to the thing. So yes, you guys have to create some work-life balance because A, it makes your career stronger, but B, you can't have a love life without it, right? The lover that you want is out there, but you can't find them if you don't take your ass outside, right? And here's the thing, the Knight of Cups is not just the card of the lover, it's the card of the creative. So are you going to museums? Are you going to plays? This is the third time in this reading I brought up going to a play. Are you going to plays? Are you visiting botanical gardens? Are you putting yourself in the spaces where creatives or creative type people are going to be? Because if you are saying that you want to date a poet, but you always down at the daiquiri factory on Fridays and Saturdays, how are you going to get to the poets, right? So Knight of Cups is coming up not just because it's letting you know that love is closer than you think and that this is going to be a love that you don't have to guess about, right? Because Knight of Cups love is very demonstrative. They love display. They love expressing their love, right? But also you need to be in more creative spaces. If you work down to the phlebotomy office, you not gonna meet your love drawing their blood. You have to go in spaces of creativity, dance, Go somewhere and dance. Listen to some live music, okay? It makes sense that the Page of Wands jumped out. Y'all know what y'all want in love. Y'all are just afraid to put the motions in place to get you there. Some of you guys are sitting around dreaming about being in a relationship with your little painter bae, and you ain't even been to a museum in the last 5 years. The Page of Pentacles is us literally learning to put into motion the actions that bring us closer to what we want. So you got to go ahead and do that if you want love and romance, okay? Libra, Venus in the 12th house. I see them in my dreams. Okay, well, you got to figure out where to go to see them in real life, baby. So after you have the dreams where you see them, you need to sit in meditation and let spirit tell you where to go in the coming days and weeks so that you actually cross paths with that person, right? There are things you need to do to follow up with dreams and engage with the wisdom that comes in your dreams so that you know what to do with it. Which card was it, Shwazy? Do you remember which card it was? I love this deck, Millennial Tarot. This is becoming, you guys have probably picked up on the fact that since I got it a couple months ago, I haven't put it down. This is becoming one of my favorite decks. So it's like all throughout the day, I reach for this. I reach for Afro anime, and I reach for Pulp Girls. Those are like my three that are always in rotation. All right, I'm now at the end of the reading. This is where I take questions from the audience. As you are writing your questions out, I will go ahead and tell you guys about things that I'm working on currently. First thing, and the thing that has my full attention at the moment, I'm 1 month away from my next retreat. The next Sacred Alignment retreat will be happening in Houston, Texas, April 11th through the 23rd. That's a long ass retreat. Shit, that's an initiation. It will be taking place April 11th through the 13th in Houston, Texas. There is still time to enroll. We do still have space to accommodate people. So if you would like to join us, please consider. We would love to have you. Join the WhatsApp link that's in the description so that you can get more information about pricing, location, see the itinerary, But again, we would love to have you if you would like to join us in April for a weekend of divine feminine healing that is specifically rooted in hoodoo traditions, okay? We will talk a little bit about voodoo, but this is mostly a hoodoo-based divine feminine retreat, okay? The next round of Rich Spirit starts next week. So you have about 5 more days left to enroll if you have not already signed up. That is my prosperity ritual that I do for the public to help you guys remove your financial blockages and align yourself with the energy of prosperity to bring new opportunities into your life. We do this through the power of honey. So if you want to join us, 5 days left to enroll, go ahead and click that link below so that you can join the WhatsApp group and get more information. What else? For the rest of the month, there is a sale on my website, soleilconjureshop.com. So if you want to book a reading with me or purchase any of my classes, you can get 15% off of any purchase over $60 on my website between now and the 31st if you use the code WOMEN, WOMEN, at checkout, okay? All right, so let's see. I'm going to do 4 questions tonight. Again, I really want to, let's see. What are JP's feelings, intentions for me in our love connection? I got you, pure heart. Ancestors, angels, ascended masters, spirits that walk with me, my elevated ancestors. What does pure heart need to know about the connection between them and JP? Are JP's intentions pure? Is this a relationship that is meant to go the distance? What is the impact of their role in each other's lives? Any wisdom shared? Just deeply appreciate it. I gotta cook something so I can break fast. Let's see. This can definitely, if you guys are not already talking about marriage, this can definitely be a relationship that ends in that. He sees you as a blessing. He sees you as a challenge, but a blessing. He sees you as a woman who checks off a lot of his boxes, somebody who has the capacity to fulfill a lot of his wishes. So he is grateful to have you in his life. Four of Wands is a card of building a home with someone. So he does want to create stable foundation with you. That's confirmed through the Nine of Pentacles. You make him feel stronger as a person and like he can conquer and accomplish a lot. So I see this as a genuine connection, one that he definitely not only wants to explore further, but low-key does think about what it would look like to create family and union with you. So I think that's beautiful. I think that's good. Dulcinea wants to know what they need to integrate or release with the past full moon in Virgo. Ancestors, angels, and master spirits walk with you. What does Dulcinea need to integrate or release based on this most recent full moon in Virgo? And you also share this deeply appreciated. You do have a vice that you need to let go of. I'm gonna say it may. I don't even know if you smoke weed. And the only reason why I'm assuming that it's weed is because the representation in my card is literally smoking. But there is a vice that you engage in for self-soothing that you need to release. And the reason why you need to release it is because it negatively impacts your ability to see yourself as a bad bitch, as somebody who's worthy, as somebody who deserves to take up space. And because of that, you got to let it go. This is coming up at this particular point in your life because it's something that your spirits aren't necessarily in alignment with. And they need you to have your come to Jesus moment, your reflective moment about it now and the way that it causes limitations for you so that you can make the choice about how to minimize or let it go. So that's what I'm seeing right now in terms of what you need. There's a vice that you engage in that's not really helping you, and you need to release it so that you can have better focus and stand in your self-worth is what I'm seeing. Pure Heart said, that's sweet. We are long distance, no commitment yet. Well, yeah, back again, Four of Wands is about a desire to build a home with you. So just because you guys are long distance now doesn't mean that you will be long distance forever. If it's his eventual goal to have something that is stable, there's no telling what that looks like in the future. Hi, Carrie. Good to see you. If you're just getting here, feel free to watch the replay later. I'm going to do Tiffany's question and then we'll wrap up with JL. My sleep keeps getting interrupted every night. What is Spirit trying to tell me? Because I am missing it. What is Spirit trying to tell Tiffany? Why is it waking her up on a nightly basis? Any wisdom shared is deeply appreciated. There is something, the way that you're thinking about your future needs revision. There's something that they want you to understand that you are building your idea of success on that is not in alignment with you, right? So there's a shift in direction that you need to take, and you're not going to be able to see it clearly until you start getting into the habit of meditating during that hour when they wake you up, okay? Um, a lot about this has to do also with setting you up for some sort of creative endeavor. I don't think you are a creative. No, you're not. I know your job. You're not a creative by nature, but there's some sort of project that needs your creative expression and focus. And they're their most active in terms of giving you wisdom around it when they're waking you up at night. So my spiritual prescription for you, and I know that that's not what I'm typically do here. You need to, if you're not already doing it, you need to get into the habit of meditating and journaling after your meditations when they wake you up in the middle of the night. And that's going to give you wisdom about this thing that you're creating. Okay. JL, I know I said I was going to answer your question. I'm going to have to answer it offline. I'm actually not feeling that great. So I'm just going to wrap up now. But I do want to thank everybody who tuned in. If you are interested in booking a reading with me, please do so at soleilconjureshop.com. You can get 15% off by using the code WOMEN, WOMEN, at checkout. That code lasts for another 2 weeks until the 31st. JL, let me just look at JL's question so that I can commit it to memory so that I can reach out to her privately. I'm having really heavy, dark thoughts and feelings about an old friend. Why is she coming up? What intentions does she have towards me? I got you. I'm gonna message you an answer to this question, okay? I love you all. I'll see y'all in a couple days. Be kind to each other. Do good, be good. And until next time, take care. Bye.